Hello?
I am eating Galaxy Bubble right at this moment.
That's okay, man. I'm doing most of the talking anyway. Protection tree. Warrior tank. Great. Love warrior tanking. It's really good. Thing is, in going through these trees, I keep changing my mind about what I want to play. I wanted to play a prot paladin, then I wanted to play a shadow priest, now I want to play a warrior. Um, oh, you're a paladin. Okay, well that's really helpful. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, the prot tree is good fun. Nothing's really changed. You're still using devastate. You get free shield slams. There is quite a big change, which is this talent at the very bottom. Blood and thunder. Blood and thunder. When you thunderclap a target affected by your rend, you have a 100% chance to affect every target with rend. Oh my god, how awesome is that? So what you do is you charge in with your heroic leap, so you can use that defensive stance, and then you pop a rend on, and you go thunderclap, and then you go shockwave. Oh man, it's amazing. I'll show you that later. Toughness, 3 points, good talent, so I need that. Down here is also insight, which increases the critical strike chance of heroic strike and gives your heroic strike critical 100% chance to cause the next one to be a crit. Obviously, heroic strike is on the global cooldown now, so you might not use it super often, but I think you'll probably find that you still have enough time to use it. Shield specialization. Oh shit, we missed talking about the actual baseline abilities. Sorry. You get shield slam.
We
You get shield slam
haven't
on the
said
baseline.
anything.
You get sentinel, which
I'm
increases
not
total
taking the fall for
stamina
this.
and your block chance by 15%. You also generate 50% additional rage from attacking targets that are not targeting. Oh bloody hell, I botched that, but you can read it. Vengeance. It's the thing that every tank has, and the mastery is really cool. I really like critical block. Now, block, as we mentioned in the Paladin video, has been changed. So instead of blocking a fixed amount based on how much block value you have, like your shield had like 6k block value, so it would block 6k. Now, block blocks 30% of damage if you block. So if the boss melees you for 50k, you'll block 30% of 50k, which is about 15k.
What is wrong with you?
15k. So that's really, really nice. Yeah, I think it's worth noting here that I think they've actually changed the way parry works as well. So parry now isn't just a flat 100% damage reduction. It's a 50% damage reduction on that swing, and then a 50% damage reduction on the next swing, which is quite interesting. I don't even actually know how much a critical block is, because it doesn't say on the tooltip, and it doesn't say in my character sheet, but I would assume it would be 60%.
You
So
block twice as much, or
yeah, a critical block would block 60%. That's what I'm guessing. I'm pretty sure it's that. So this talent here, shield specialization, you get 15 rage when you block, and you get 60 rage when you spell reflect a magic attack. Next, shield mastery reduces the cooldown of shield block by 30 seconds, shield wall by 3 minutes, and spell reflect by 3 seconds. Oh, okay. So spell reflect now only has a 7-second cooldown, and is up for 5 seconds. Jesus Christ. It's pretty crazy actually. A lot of spells being reflected there. Shield Wall has a 2-minute cooldown, reduces all damage by 40%. So therefore it's not quite as good as Icebound Fortitude that the Death Knight has, or the Guardian of the Ancient Kings that Paladins have. I guess that might be because Warriors do get this critical block though, so their defensive cooldowns don't need to be quite as uber. It also brings shield block down to a 30-second cooldown. 10 rage increases your chance to block by 100% for 10 seconds. So, I mean, I think you'd probably just want to press that on cooldown, frankly. 30 seconds. It's not very long, is it? You won't be remembering to put it up. Just press it on cooldown. That's what I'd do if I were you. Hold the line. This is a really cool ability. I think something like this is in the game already, but improves your critical strike and critical block chance by 10% for 10 seconds following a successful parry. Very cool. Very cool ability. I like it a lot. Gives you a reason to stack parry. Gag Order gives your shield bash and heroic throw a 100% chance to silence the target for 3 seconds and lowers the cooldown on heroic throw. Last Stand, still there. Another cooldown, gives you 30% max health for 20 seconds. It's good. Concussion Blow, 5-second stun, bit of damage. It's like a Hammer of Justice. You kind of have to pick that up so you can get Vigilance, which is down here. Vigilance has been changed fractionally. Actually, it's pretty much the same, but what it does now is you gain Vengeance, which is the stacking attack power thing that all tanks have. So you actually now gain Vengeance from the other person you have Vigilance on. So the idea is that you'd use this on an off tank. So in a 10-man, you'd have it on your off tank. It would reduce their damage taken by 3%, and it would give you more attack power. So that's kind of cool. Kind of nice ability to have. Bastion of Defense. You have to have this. It's your critical strike reduction thing. Replaces defense. So there's no defense anymore, Simon.
Wow.
In addition, when you block, dodge, or parry, you have a 20% chance to become enraged and increase your physical damage done by 10%. Warbringer. Your charge, intercept, and intervene are now usable while in combat and in any stance. This is really cool because you can't get this from this is tier 3, so you can't get it with your Arms and Fury, but it means that in a defensive stance you can charge in, and you can use intercept, and you can use heroic leap, and you can use intervene. So I mean, as a defensive warrior, you are going to be bouncing all over the shop, which is very awesome indeed. Improved Revenge increases the damage of your revenge and causes revenge to strike an additional target. Devastate. This is a standard button that you press. It's basically you kind of use it instead of Thunder Armor these days. Thunder Armor stacks 3 times. It's really good. I think you used to prioritize Shield Slam over Devastate in the Prot rotation, but I mean it's much of a muchness. You're pressing them both on cooldown, so don't worry too much about that. Impending Victory. Using Devastate on a target with 20% or less health has a 50% chance to allow the use of Victory Rush, but the Victory Rush only heals you for 5% of your health. Now Victory Rush now by default heals you for 20% of your total hit points, which is actually an enormous amount, and it's a very good ability. It doesn't do as much damage, and I'm not convinced that these 2 talent points are worth it, because you know it's 2 talent points for 5% of your total health, but you can only get it when your target is below 20% hit points. So I think this is a bit of a bum talent, and I think people won't be taking it. Okay, instead we've got an ability called Thunderstruck, which is new. Very cool. Thunderstruck! Thank you. Yeah, and so this improves the damage of your Rend and Thunderclap and Cleave, but also it gives you a buff every time you Thunderclap that increases the damage of your next Shockwave. It's like a stacking buff. Shockwave has a 20-second cooldown, and often you're going to have time to pop, you know, several Thunderclaps before you get your Shockwave up. So that will increase its damage by 30%, which is pretty awesome actually. I think it's a very cool talent. Just kind of for flavour more than anything. I don't think it's much use, but I think it's good for flavour. You know, and you are using Rend and Thunderclap when you AoE, so this is kind of your AoE talent. Heavy Repercussions. When your shield block is active, your shield slam hits for an extra 100% damage, so that's pretty damn awesome. Safeguard reduces damage taken by the target of your intervene by 30% for 6 seconds. Sword and Board. This is your staple. Increases the critical strike chance of devastate, and when you use devastate and revenge, they have a 30% chance of refreshing shield slam and making it free. So you can drop a quick free shield slam. The buff's only up for 5 seconds, so you have to be pretty quick with getting that, but it's not too bad. Most people can do that, no probs. Shockwave is your end of the line ability. It's still a bit. I don't really like it. I don't like sort of using it, but it's obviously a frontal cone, and I don't like frontal cones. But I mean, AoE threat should be absolutely fine with warriors now anyway. After they've got that, they've got the Thunderclap Rend thing, which is pretty fucking awesome. Okay, I mean, if you're going prot, you probably want to put some points in here. Field dressing, so increase all your healing received, the effectiveness of your self-healing abilities. That's a good one to have. Other than that, I mean, it's mostly threat talents. There is a talent at the very bottom of Fury, which is Blood Craze. After taking any damage, you have a 10% chance to regenerate 7.5% of your total health over 5 sec. I think any talent that gives you hit points is going to be worth taking. Just because, it's nice to have that little bit of health ticking on you. Beyond that, though, I mean, there really isn't too much. This is shield slams make your next attack cost less rage. This introduces the critical strike chance of shield slam. I mean, if you take 2 in the arms and 3 in the fury, you've not really got enough space to go down to the second tiers, but there's not too much down there anyway. Piercing howl, meh. Interruption, damage bonus, meh. Reduces the cooldown of commanding shout, so it's like 30 seconds instead of a minute, but that doesn't really matter either. Execute, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. Not much good there. But I mean, glyph-wise, there isn't much choice. You want to take devastate. You want to take revenge. So devastate is just a damage bonus on it. Revenge is just a damage bonus on it. And shield slam is just a damage bonus on it. Major glyphs. Glyph of Shockwave reduces the cooldown of Shockwave by 3 seconds. Meh. Cheaper thunderclaps, that might be useful. Quicker charges, longer charges, they're pretty minor things. And it's just really about your own sort of flavour of playstyle. Heroic Throw applies a stack of Sunder Armour, nice for pulling. Especially, if you're pulling a boss. You can open with that and get a stack of Sunder Armour up immediately. But these are relatively minor things. Glyph of Shield Wall reduces damage by 60%, but its cooldown is increased to 4 minutes. So I don't know whether you'd really want that. It's up to you. If you're in a fight, where you need cooldowns every regular 2 minutes, then you don't want to have that. Because that tends to be a gimmick, that bosses have an ability that they cast periodically and you need to have a cooldown to get through it. So yeah, I mean, that's it really. I like Prot. I like Prot Warriors.
Are you actually in defensive stance? I feel like I should check. Because when it comes to you in stances, I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm a real noob when it comes to stances. So I mean, what you'd really do is you can obviously charge in, or you can heroic leap in, or you can even intercept it. And you usually open with Rend and then Thunderclap nearby mobs. Okay? Shield Slam is obviously your... Oh shit, we're lagging.
Did you, get rid of my Blessing of Kings somehow? Did you, knock it off with an ability?
Yeah, Shield Slam removes 1 magic effect.
Oh god, that's horrible.
It's pretty annoying. We're back. Okay, so...
Right, see there goes my Kings. What the fuck? That is really annoying.
Yeah, well, that won't happen too much, don't worry. So I mean, yeah, you charge in or you heroic leap in. It's up to you which one of those you really want to do. And then you obviously usually go Rend and then Thunderclap. Okay, and Thunderclap is giving you this Thunderstruck buff, and that will add up. I'll do another one. Oh, I'm silenced. Yeah, you can't Thunderclap while silenced. That's quite interesting.
It's magic.
Know that. It is. Right, there you go. So now I've got 3 stacks of Thunderstruck, which will improve my next shockwave. So I'll hit you with shockwave. There you go. That didn't do a huge amount of damage to you because you're a prot paladin. Just owning me in the face. You can use inner rage when you're in defensive stance. There's no disadvantage to doing that, and in fact it's probably going to be something you will do. Because, you know, you're so full on rage. You know, you're also going to be heroic striking a lot.
God, you're gonna die, mate.
You're owning me. Well, there we are. I mean, I really like warriors now. I'm gonna probably. I keep changing my mind every time we make one of these videos. Like next video we make, I'm gonna be like, oh, I really like druids. I'm gonna level a druid or whatever. I don't know
don't
what
be
we're
a
gonna do
druid.
next.
God. They're all tree hugging hippies.
Why not, man? You can be a Worgen druid. The only reason I have never played a druid is because they're all night elves, and I hate night elves.
But Hannah's a night elf.
Warriors are in really good shape. I think the new abilities for Prot Warriors have made them pretty nasty tanks. I mean, I love block. I've loved shield block. It's such a good ability. Critical block is a cool thing to have. The cooldowns are a bit lacking. I mean, you've got last stand, you've got a pretty crappy shield wall, and shield blocks just, you know, you might as well just spam it. But they haven't changed anything fundamentally with the way, you know, devastate, shield slam, revenge. They haven't really changed that too much, and it's good. I mean, it's always been good. I like Prot Warriors. I think, yeah, I'm keen. I'm keen to play one and just see what it's like at max level. Although I do want to be a prot paladin. Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
You're confused. You're very confused. That's a stun. Look at that.
It's the same length.
6 seconds.
Oh, is it? Is it 1
Your
second longer?
face.
Your face.
What? How dare you? How dare you?
Stop getting out of my fucking charge range, you bastard! Right, okay, let's go. One thing I am going to find annoying is this inner rage spam. Look at it, because it's off the global cooldown. So I just spam it and it makes me spaz out. Look. Anyway.
You do make a hell of a lot of fucking noise. Ah, you bastard! Come here! Come here! Have here, bastard! Come here! Fucking have here, bastard! Spam button! Spam button! Spam the button! Come here! Come here, you warrior fucking Worgen! Come on! Bloody have you!
Fuck, Simon.
Don't know what happened. I suddenly turned into an angry Yorkshireman.
Yeah.
Oh, angry Yorkshireman. Oh, you're just chain stunning me as a fucking warrior. This is insane. I can guarantee that there's no way that you would beat me. There's no way you would get my health down because I've got too many ways for healing myself. Look at this. Look at this. It's just ridiculous. I haven't even used any fucking heals. Apart from that one there. What? Yay!
You're not in Twill, and you're wearing fucking full resilience gear, you bastard.
I'm in Twill. Look at me. It's Twill.
Fucking resilience. How much resilience have you got?
It's cloth. Look at the pictures of the armor. It's Twill.
Ooh, okay, right, good. That'll do.
I have over 1200 resilience in this.
Yeah, I thought you might. Fucking bastard. Okay, thank you.
You
man, that was
fucking
good.
bastard! Come here! Come here!